What's going on, y'all, you crazy capitalists and you witty whiskey enthusiasts? Welcome to the Whiskey Capitalist Podcast. I am Ian.
And I am Shawn.
This is Shawn here. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment below. It helps out with the algorithm on YouTube and all the social sites. Go to solo.to/thewhiskeycapitalist for all of our links and how to get a hold of us and see all of our content. Go to solo.to/tildeathstudios for any digital media design at an affordable price done by this guy. Solo.to/Til Death Podcast for any links to my other podcast that I have with my wife, the Til Death Podcast, the channel that you're on currently. And now Shawn can give you some info about his other show that he does as well.
As I choke on wine, I'm like, oh my God, I gotta make me talk right now. Patreon.com/Sippin with Shawn is where you can catch. You can check out my show as well, where I'm doing it completely for free right now, and you can go and get exclusive episodes only on Patreon as well if you become a member, where it's as low as $1 a month as well. So you can get all the exclusive content for dirt cheap, and then I'm also putting up free material as well for everybody to check out, and that's where everything Sippin with Shawn is located, over on patreon.com/Sippin with Shawn.
All righty. And today, whenever you're watching this, we are going to be talking about Libs of TikTok and wondering if they're the greatest TikTok channel that has ever been created.
I don't even have a TikTok.
Yeah, whatever else pops up during the conversation. And with that, here we go.
Who else in the level car say yeah?
Look at that big, juicy booty.
Hot like a tamale.
Be offended.
Do you love black people? Negro.
You know the thing.
Here, next.
Don't be rude. You ain't black.
schlong COVID.
You're going to have a flame coming out of your butthole.
Heartfelt.
A man and a woman.
Out of your butthole.
I was trying to add the fact is like I don't even have a TikTok account. It's so funny that like it's Libs of TikTok, but yet most people who watch like the videos don't have TikTok TikTok accounts. It's pretty much just you know, like it's found everywhere else on the internet, mostly Twitter, but then like, you know, also Telegram, Getter, like Truth, I don't know where else they are. I think they're on like just about everything. They're on like Instagram, I think too, like maybe even Facebook. But I imagine like Facebook probably would like block them or take them down eventually for some of the stuff that they are posting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's we for Til Death Podcast, we have a TikTok just to put clips up, just to put shorts up, and like another, you know, area to put up content. And you know, I'll go on there every once in a while to find some stupid shit, and you know, if I'm bored. But
I use Instagram for that. Like, so for me, like Instagram's kind of similar in like the same context where like, yeah, I'm going to go on Instagram and I'll just kind of scroll through a little bit. And like, I don't know, I barely even interact anymore. I'll give a couple of likes here and there, but for the most part, I don't see my friends' posts ever. I just kind of see all these random accounts coming through on my feed. And like, do I follow this account? Is this like a thing that I follow? No, it's just like stuff that they think you're going to like now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so strange how like the algorithms and how like the social media works anymore, because you know, same thing with like Facebook and all that stuff. Whereas before it was just like, hey, you got to be friends with this person, then you can see their stuff, and like, you know, like same thing with like Twitter and all that. It's like, oh, you got to follow that person. Now it's like, if I follow something and I like it, you see everything that I like.
Yeah, well, there's a selection of the like top stories or like my feed kind of thing. So like I can I think there's selections, like ways to do that. I think they did that on Twitter where you can see like top stories or like most recent.
It's home versus like latest post or something like that. Like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just think it's stupid. But yeah, I guess we could probably try and get right on into this so we're not wasting. Oh, cheers, dude. Yeah, drinking my wines.
I got kombucha.
Which actually, you know, I'll bring this up really quick since we have like the merch store. I don't know if you have like the merch store kind of like available, like to pull up real quick or whatever.
Yeah, I'm actually going to, let me see
if you can pull that up real fast. Like we have wine tumblers like this, but like they have the Whiskey Capitalist written on the side of it. I think it's so freaking cool, and that makes me want to get one.
Let me see. I do have this banner at least, which is the site that we have. The longer website or like address is ridiculous. So I just decided to.
I'll see if I'll pull it up this way because I want to actually like be able to show what I'm talking about, man. What I'm talking about. So hold on, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, shares my screens with you. All right, look at this. Look at how fancy this shit is. That like Ian's been putting this shit together for a while now, and we got yoga pants, we got the fucking gym shorts, we got all kinds of t-shirts and tank tops.
I want those gym shorts, dude.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty fucking sweet. I kind of want a pair as well. And it's like, that's fucking cool. And then we got all kinds of different stuff for like the Whiskey Capitalist logo. We got the Biden. We got the Biden end of quote. Repeat the line.
Why don't you open one of those up real quick?
Sure.
And give it a
So you can see that real quick. That is a very confident man right there, that he is sure of himself, of what he's saying and what he's doing, and he's leading the free nation, saying, end of quote, repeat the line, Mr. Joe Biden.
Trevor Whitaker found the live chat.
All right, my man's found it.
Cool.
But yeah, I think this stuff is great. Like but just I want to go to like all the weird stuff. We got the pint glass.
You got a fanny pack.
we got the fucking fanny pack. We got
hose slides.
We got shower slides. We got
those are hose slides, sir.
Hose slides?
Yes, that's what they are called. They are called hose slides.
Okay, I always call them shower slides, but I'll go with hose slides. You
Hose
got it, sir. Then we got these weird looking fucking hoodies for like slutty girls.
Crop
and
top.
yeah,
I'm gonna get one of those. What are you talking about?
You want to wear one?
I'm gonna wear a crop hoodie. I mean, I might wear a crop hoodie. No man challenge.
Are you asking for a man challenge? I feel like when you like, it's like no man challenge. It's like you're kind of asking for a man.
No. Because I know I said it in the way that would warrant a man challenge.
Okay, all right. Here's the wine tumblers. We got the wine tumblers, the mugs. Then we got the tote bags. We got the fucking like couch pillows. We got the.
We have a puzzle.
A jigsaw puzzle. Trevor, buddy. Yeah, we gotta take down this link real quick, or you can leave it up there if you want. But I'm saying my buddy Trevor here, he loves puzzles. He could be doing a whiskey capitalist puzzle right here.
Open that up real quick. It looks pretty.
That's a lot of solo white pieces right here.
Yeah, that is one thing I noticed. But that I was trying to make it as big as I could.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would definitely be a little tricky.
Yeah,
you'd be like, wait, is this the side or is it the bottom? Like, what the hell is this thing?
It's only for expert puzzlers.
Oh, but you can get it in different colors.
True.
So you can get it in a purple and purple.
It's a 500-piece puzzle. I mean, that's pretty.
It's impressive. I went too far back. Hold on. I do want to see one other thing that's in here.
Yeah.
All right, now we get down to like the weird stuff down here. We got phone cases. We got backpacks for the kids. We got more wine tumblers. This is the one that I want to get. This one right here is really cool.
If you hold down on the don't click on the backpack, but just like hover over it, and then it shows you all the different sides. So we put on the side right there the extra little
side
thing.
pocket. Yep, I see.
And we got yoga mats. We got iPhone cases.
Oh, buddy, and we got so many nice things. Some more sweatpants. We got joggers. We got everything. It's a great little website.
Trevor said I already completed that puzzle while looking at it. And then
wishes. I mean, he is like he is a puzzle master, but that's a tough one to complete. I'll say that for sure.
My buddy Kerry, we need that Biden picture made into a poster.
I believe it is a poster, isn't it?
It isn't. I didn't do that yet, but I can make that. So,
man.
And then we got my buddy Stephen Bolin in the chat. What's up, dude?
Guys, this is a fun night. We got lots of people tuning in.
Yeah, and then Kerry and Bolin, they're buddies from Austin. So what up, Steve? Hey. Maybe we have yay. So yeah, go check out bit.ly/ the Whiskey Capitalist merch. It's from Teespring. It's a way longer address, and I just figured I'd shorten it up on that one. So
yeah, and also like the link is in our Twitter like bios, and so it's in mine at least. I know that for sure. Like you can go there and you can see that, or you can go to the Whiskey Capitalist, and the link is also there as well.
Yeah, and if you go to where is it solo.to / the Whiskey Capitalist, that's our kind of our landing page where we have all of our links and all that shit, and that is up there now. So
you are correct, sir. Yes.
Ready?
I don't know who this is towards. I'm guessing that's towards Steve, but the weather here is humid and hot. So just how's your weather out there Shawn?
My weather is plenty plenty nice. Is that a sentence? I don't know. It's not bad outside right now. Like we just broke like this
sentence doesn't mean it's a great one.
Yeah, it wasn't a great sentence. It wasn't very poetic by any means.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Yeah, maybe. But like no, like it's like the heat wave broke finally, so that's nice. Okay. You know, we can go outside. There's been not a ton of rain, but at the same time, I would prefer it to be a little. This is the dad in me right now. My lawn's dying. I need more rain. You know, so like, I need more.
Yeah, I can't stand the rain, so that's my wife who likes it. So yeah.
Okay, well, let's get into the whole Libs of TikTok thing because this is a stupid conversation.
Well, yeah, of course. But if anyone comes to this channel and does not expect stupid conversations, then
they're in the wrong location.
Yeah, exactly. Then, go drink some cranberry juice. Okay. So
I need to get, and that's gotta be a drop then. Are you on your period?
What are you on your period?
What are you on your period?
And okay, so did you want to start with the Boston Children's Hospital stuff? Because you know a little bit more than I do on that.
I mean, like, not a ton more, but we can definitely discuss about like what's going on with the whole thing, because like, I mean, we'll come in really freaking heavy. We're gonna come in swinging if that's the case. Like, what's going on with this thing? Because yeah, like this is just insane. Like what's been going on. I'll pull up my screen here and share with you what's going on. So as of lately, now I just have this hovering over here right now because this is somebody who posted like literally every single screenshot of what Libs of TikTok has been sharing it when it comes to the Boston Children's Hospital. If you're not familiar with what's going on with the Boston Children's Hospital, they've been sharing tons of videos and just content in general, all directed towards gender reassignment surgery for children, and almost kind of like making it seem like it's more like socially acceptable. Like this is something that we've all kind of like seen coming at the very minimum. At the very minimum, we've seen the fact that like, you know, they've been pushing this stuff to try and like make it more of like our daily verbiage and part of our regular conversation. And for a lot of us on the like the right, more conservative side of things, like we're tending to be like, yeah, it's part of our regular conversation because we can't help but talk about how stupid some of these things are. But at the same time, like there's families on the left or more liberal families that typically want to try and keep pushing these types of agendas and want to keep talking about these things because they want to be included. They want to be a part of it and some type of the movement. So let's just go right to some of like the videos here. I think the main one, this is the big one right here. So.
Are you turned up?
Can you not hear it?
I can't hear it. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I need to turn up this speaker here and let me know if you can hear it now.
Basically, a medication that says, "Hey, let's just put a pause on puberty," and that can be really beneficial for younger kids who have already started the puberty process, who either might go through a lot of psychological distress as they go through puberty if they're struggling with gender dysphoria, or for somebody who's saying, "Hey, I'm not really sure if I feel comfortable in my body or what gender I truly identify with." Hi, my name is Priya Dar.
So, dude, it's puberty. Every single person goes through the part where they don't feel like they're right in their body because that's what puberty is. Like, you think having vicious fucking boners while you're sitting in school is something that's like you're okay with?
It's hell. It's literally like the biggest part of hell when it comes to being a guy in like high school. And like you got that girl sitting in front of you with massive jugs. That's just like you're crushing on her so hard. And you're like, oh man, but like you can't help but envision her naked all the time. And it's like, oh man, oh no, what's happening to my body? And
yeah, that in high school, in my school, that was her name was Jennifer Bumba. Big titty Bumba.
Name dropping her too. Wow.
Whatever.
Full name, man.
It was Big Titty Bumba. That was her fucking nickname because we're kids and that's what you do. You make fun of someone and then you come up with a nickname to make fun of her, right? Isn't it?
But while you're fantasizing, typically the teacher will be like, "And now, Shawn, why don't you come up here to the board and finish the problem?" I'm like, oh no, and then you stand up and you're like, oh.
What was it? I felt fantastic going through puberty. I just happened to triumph everything. It's like that Louis C.K. bit when he's like, if you have a teenage boy at your house, they are humping everything.
Yeah, everything's covered in cum. Just fucking, I'm getting snipped soon. Fun times. Oh well, I don't think you're gonna get a vicious fucking boner from getting snipped, dude.
Well, yeah, and you still get boners though, right?
Yeah. You still do.
Blood, not cum.
All right, don't worry, Ian. I'll have this conversation with you later, and I'll explain the entire process to you. You know, because like, you know, it's something that happens to most men, like, or not most, but like a good chunk of men after having a few kids and stuff like that. So we'll have plenty of conversations. You'll learn.
To each their own. I'm loving, dude. All I gotta say is I'm loving the comments. Thank you guys for being here. And
even if fresh, that's for sure.
Without balls, you have to take something to get boners. Oh, wait, are you getting your fucking balls removed or your tubes cut?
Oh my God. No, dude, like when a dude gets snipped, they don't get the balls fucking removed. Like have you never learned about this?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. But this comment right here, like,
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. All right. So like without your balls, like you can't get hard. You I can hear myself. I think okay. So here we got to do this thing real quick. So every so often Ian's mic decides to cut out. So I'm going to take over real quick and I'm going to explain to you what happens when you get snipped, apparently, because like this is something that Ian hasn't gone through. He doesn't know. Like now I can tell you from personal experience. Yeah, I did get snipped, and I got snipped because I already have a couple of kids. I'm married. I have 2 kids, and we're like, hey, you know what? We don't want to have any more kids. We're done with all that type of stuff. So then therefore you go ahead and you get this procedure done, and it takes no time. It's like a half hour in the fucking room. And are you back now? Are you good?
yay.
Okay, so let me finish telling my story now, because now I'm divulging the fact that, like, I had this done, like, a while back, and it's not that fucking big of a deal. But the thing is, you do it after you have kids, and you said I'm done, like, not having any more kids. Like, I'm married, I got 2 kids, I'm good now. Like, now that shit can just go wherever, and like I'm not gonna have to worry about. Yeah, story time. It's story time, everyone. I love that. Like, I told you, it needs to be. We need to have like a whole like animated bumper for the thing. But
I'll get on that. I'll get on that.
This is a good one for sure. But like, yeah, I'm gonna be Trevor's snipped mentor, because I'm telling you, dude, like, it's so freaking simple. You go and like the best. The best part of the best and the worst part, they go hand in hand. Okay. So after you get the whole thing done, my wife thought that I was going to be getting wheeled out of the office, like in a wheelchair. So I'm like, oh God, help. No, like I walked out by myself, and like, I granted, my walk was like a staggering kind of like waddle, like this the whole time as I'm leaving, like kind of like I rode a horse for like a few hours, like all bow-legged. But like, so I'm walking out, and I sit down in the car. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Well, I'm fucking sore." Because like, they fucking going in there chopping up shit inside there. But like they take the tube and they burn it. They burn the fucking tube to where like,
like cauterize it almost.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what it is. So everything's still there, everything's still attached, but none of the little swimmers can get through. So like, and if you learn any of this in high school health, all the fluids actually come from glands, not from your fucking balls. So like, it's just like the balls just produce the semen. Yeah, it's a whole fucking thing, dude. Like, and I feel like I'm going into this whole thing, and we got people here that are listening me divulge all this information, but like, it little cauterized too. Yeah, so I'm just saying that like, you get that shit fucking done, and then like this is the part that goes hand in hand. It's both good and it's cool and not cool at the same time. Your balls are literally like fucking massive. It's like you have elephantitis where you feel fucking cool. Like wow, dude, like my balls are like massive. It's like elephantitis. Like, so you're just walking around like, man, they barely fit in my underwear. This is fucking awesome.
Like, they give you like a fucking wheelbarrow to fucking like just throw them in as you're walking.
I'm Randy Marsh going down the street with my nuts in the fucking wheelbarrow the whole time. Just like, oh yeah.
Okay, okay, that's a question. Okay, I know we're way off topic of Libs TikTok, but I have fucking questions. Okay, like,
all right, don't worry, it's okay. We'll get back on topic. But yeah, go ahead.
Do you like still come though? Like when you jerk it, I'm seriously curious because I still have my balls intact and the tubes and everything. So like, I'm just wondering, how
everything works all the same, because I just explained to you a minute ago that like the swimmers can't get through, but the fluids and all that shit come from different glands. So like all that shit still is like pow, it still like shoots out. Like, you can still have fun fucking painting the walls, but so like
the train is still moving through the station, but there's no one getting on.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you're still painting the walls, but there's nothing like, there's nothing inside the paint. You're good, dude. Like, it's
does
totally
it change
fine.
the color?
No, I mean, like, no, it's all fucking the same.
I'm just asking questions. Stop getting triggered. Okay?
Don't worry, I'll send you photos. It's all good.
How dare you?
You're the one that's so curious.
I don't want pictures, okay? Like, I just questions.
Video.
All I got.
You want video? I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mid wank. It goes from 80 grit to 120. That's good. Wait, it turns blue? Dude, I'm so fucking.
What turns blue?
Okay. So,
wow.
Then you call it smurfing when giving facial.
I dig that. Like, turn them into Smurfettes.
Oh, good God. Papa Smurf. Is that your nickname, Wormwood?
I could totally get that nickname. That'd be great. maybe for him, it turned different colors. I don't know, but like,
hey, you know what? Do not diminish his lived experience. Okay, he's living his truth.
I'm saying like that. He's living his truth that it changed colors.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, I have more videos. I have a lot more when it comes to this whole Boston Children's Home videos that we can touch on, because like they continue to. Let me get through with these ones, but I want to show you this where like, oh, wonderful, yeah, real good.
Sorry for anyone listening in headphones, but I'm going to start doing it. Hey, I'm good at it, and I'm going to showcase my skills.
You're very proud. Yeah, how about that? Okay, let's go to here and let's go to this one.
Any ability to express themselves, and parents will often tell us this. We have parents who tell us that their kids, they knew from the minute they were born practically, and actions like refusing to get a haircut or standing to urinate, trying to stand to urinate, refusing to stand to urinate, trying on siblings' clothing.
So being a kid.
Don't worry, I'm going to touch on all of this shit.
Things like that. There is more and more a group of adolescents that we are seeing that really are coming to the realization that they might be trans or gender diverse a little bit later on in their life. So what we're seeing from them is that they always sort of knew something was maybe off and didn't have the understanding to know that they might be trans or have a different gender identity.
Okay, so I'm going to touch on this right now, where this is such complete woke bullshit. Where like, if you don't have any kids, but I'm telling you that like, all right, I have a little boy and I have a little girl, and they don't play with their own gender's toys. They play with fucking toys. Like, so for example, my daughter loves to play with trucks, and she likes to play with like insects and stuff like that. So if she finds like a bug, she'll want to pick it up, and like she doesn't mind getting fucking dirty and like get like just playing with like, boy stuff, essentially. Action figures, dinosaurs.
Tomboy.
Well, yeah, I mean, like that was totally a thing, I mean, she is very girly, where she enjoys wearing dresses and like princess type stuff as well. She likes all of it. Like, there's no like kids don't think about gender when it comes to like toys like that. Like in my little boy, like he's 2, and like our house is full of boy and girl toys. He's gonna pick up and play with whatever. And like when it comes to potty training, oh my God, are you kidding me? Like, that's like one of like the hardest things to do with kids, and like you have to be so consistent about it all the time. And like, so yeah, teaching the kids to sit down to pee and stuff like that, like you tell them to do that. But like, I remember like even like little girls sometimes they want to try and stand up and pee, and they don't it doesn't process the same because they're figuring it out. But like, if you're a parent or an adult and you see this, and instead of you thinking like, all right, I'm going to help teach them, you go and you're like, oh, well, maybe they're trans. You're the one that's fucked up.
Well, because it's like, dude, okay, we all piss our pants when we're little, right? We all piss in a diaper. We all piss. Are we always sitting down when that happens? No, there's sometimes you're fucking sitting up, and you can even see in videos when the kid's all like, and you're like, what are you doing right now? Are you peeing? Are or you poop. You know what I mean? They're standing up. So it's like, why is this? It to me, it's like, and we talked about this with like teaching music to people. Like I know that's fucking, completely non sequitur, but at the same time, it kind of relates. Like, so when you're teaching kids to play music, their minds are like sponges. So they soak everything up. And as opposed to teaching people that are more set in their ways or older, more, adult, then you have to figure out a way to teach them that molds with their way of thinking. So
you have to try and make it relatable to them. Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Instead of teaching them the thing, you have to teach them how to learn the thing instead of just the thing. So like with kids, they learn everything. You say fuck and then they say fuck. Like it doesn't like
they don't know what it means. They don't. Yeah, exactly. And they don't know what it means or what the context is for any of it. And they just know it's a word that daddy said, like that's as much as it is, and like that. But when it comes to this type of stuff, they don't think about gender. They don't think about sexuality. Kids don't think like that unless you try and teach them or ingrain it into them at such an early age, which is like child abuse to me, if you ask me. Like when it comes down to like
because the only way that kids understand what man and woman are like, or sexes or genders or anything like that, is because you tell them. They we're all humans and we understand like the way we feel about things, whatever, but kids learn how our society is and the information that we have and the education that we have because of what we teach them. So if we're originally teaching them that you can be whatever the fuck you want at any other time, no matter if you have a penis or a vagina or like whatever, then that is on you teaching them that. That's not that like everyone goes through their own, phases and whatever. Everyone's different, but like, that doesn't mean that changes them. Like my wife was a tomboy when she was younger. But that doesn't mean that she was a dude. You know what I mean? That's pretty good.
What about 3DBs? Give the videos, or I'm not sure. Like
we might have because I have the setting onto where you can rewind the live stream, so that it might be someone like a little delayed, so watching like 5 minutes ago. You know what I mean? Like when we were talking.
Oh, you mean like for like the audio or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. You're doing the headphones thing, right? So
I'm doing headphones, but apparently when I want to go, a little quiet. Oh, they think that we're too quiet.
Okay.
Or whatever.
I'll give my mic a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll give myself a little boost. I don't care. That's fine.
I like hearing myself talk, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, right. No, I was just like, but when I want to play the videos, apparently from like the Twitter app and stuff like that, I have to have the volume up, like on the speakers, in order for it to play through like here, which is weird, but like I don't know. Hey, thanks, Pinky
Leader,
Pinky
Lighter,
Leader. Pinky in the burn.
Much better. There we go. Awesome.
Cool. The other's insane. Yeah, but like so then there's that one, and then the other one was this.
Very similar to most hysterectomies.
Oh yeah.
Hysterectomy itself.
Yeah, give it a little bit more. Yeah.
I want to rewind this. Hold on.
Yeah, and give it a little bit more on the volume.
More. Okay.
Gender-affirming hysterectomy is very similar to most hysterectomies that occur. A hysterectomy itself is the removal of the uterus, the cervix, which is the opening of the uterus, and the fallopian tubes, which are attached to the sides of the uterus. Some gender-affirming hysterectomies will also include the removal of the ovaries, but that's technically a separate procedure called a bilateral oophorectomy. And not every gender-affirming hysterectomy includes that, and people who are getting gender-affirming hysterectomies do not have to have their ovaries removed.
Listen to the language of that. A gender-affirming hysterectomy. So gender-affirming hysterectomy is like a female becoming a man, and like they're talking about like removing essentially healthy organs from a female to create a what they believe to be a man, which is not. It's not a man. It's not a man. Now it's just like a sterile woman. And then like I have this other video right above this one that I'm going to flip to next, and it's a woman who points it right out and says it very clearly what's going on here and how disgusting it is. I think she
real quick hearing that. Oh shit! Never mind. I was gonna have a funny joke, but I can't. Damn it.
You had a joke?
Well, I had a funny meme to show that was going to relate to what that makes me feel like.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get this real quick.
So this week on Child Abuse in America, we're dealing with quite a cheerful doctor from Boston Children's Hospital that talks about how they offer gender-affirming hysterectomies for young girls. How sick and twisted is that? Normal people would be troubled by a children's hospital that likes to surgically remove reproductive systems from young, healthy kids.
How about it?
Totally makes sense that young girls who continuously like to change their hair and style should be unable to hack into their bodies and dig out a healthy working organ. This isn't a body piercing. This is irreversible. And when these patients come back at age 30 and say, I was a depressed teen and you let me consent to a sterilizing surgery, the lawsuit damages will set records and it still won't be sufficient punishment for doing this. It's hard enough that older women have trouble getting hysterectomies for medical reasons, but totally fine to butcher children as long as we're appeasing the church woke, right? Yeah, the erasure of women is continuing as they target children that don't know any better and are still developing. And shame on these parents for enabling this type of child abuse. Enough is enough.
So with that being,
How could you say that?
with that being said, I completely agree with that. The one thing that makes me like, I'll have my like triggering statement on that is, okay, so the parents that are doing to that kid, it's obviously wrong and that's horrible, right? But those kids have the same genes and are from the same gene pool of those parents. So maybe allowing them to procreate in the future is not a great idea.
Well, I feel bad for the children though, because the parents themselves should not have been the ones to procreate. Like that's the real clincher to the whole thing, because they're the ones that are like, hey, well, we can do this to our child, which can't make decisions for themselves right now, but we can make decisions for them. And that is the disgusting part to me, where it's like we're talking about puberty blockers, we're talking about anything that's like really like over the top with this like a woke agenda nonsense. Like that to me is like where the issue comes in, when you're actually physically it's physical, it's emotional, it's so many other it's psychological. There's all these different elements that go along with how they're disrupting a child's development.
Yeah. And no, to answer you, Carrie, no, they, them, I have not seen that yet.
I saw the trailer for that. I saw the trailer and it looks fucking hilarious. Like I have to I want to see it. I want to see it just so I can laugh about it. But like, yeah, they tried to make it out to be like, oh, it's a they them type thing. Like it's like what was that one? It was like they tried to make like a white supremacist lived in the development. It was like a woman that was like racist and had like Confederate flags like in her living room. Like, do you remember what movie I'm talking about?
Yes, it's vaguely familiar. But
it didn't do well. I know that, but they had that girl Pennsylvania from like The Orange is the New Black. Like she was in it, and she was like the racist woman that lived in development.
It sounds familiar. Sounds vaguely familiar, but yes. Okay, well, that's not necessarily true, because they might be high IQ with just warped views because of what they were subjected to. No, and I completely agree with you. All I was saying was as a broad statement, as like, like it's still in their genes. I'm not saying I'm not in agreement with doing this to a kid, but I'm just saying, because of the genes and because of the DNA of that way of thinking, like maybe it's not a great idea. But of course, I
think what he's getting at is the fact that, like, all right, so the parents may be of high IQ, but what they're being subjected to is the fact that like the parents themselves are basically being brainwashed by like things like CNN and MSNBC, which like I follow these woke ideologies, and like basically have Trump derangement syndrome to the point where it's like they blame Trump for everything that's happened wrong in their life, and it's like, what, he's only been in office, he was in office for 4 fucking years, like how can you blame everything on this one guy? But like that's a whole thing.
All right, that's on me. I forgot to use your handle, not your real name.
Well, if anybody wants to rewind and go back and find him and dox him, now the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, no, and I completely agree with you there, Wormwood's Eat. Is it Wormwood Seat?
Wormwood Seat. I want to go with
It's
Seat.
Wormwood Seat. Okay. See, now you just opened me up to just mispronouncing you and dead naming you. Yeah, I got you, Bro Nachos, Bro Chacho, Bro Nachos. I like that. Bro Sidon, King of the Broshan. I just meant if the kid could be raised well, they could do well. Yeah, no, exactly. Oh, I guess he was doxxed already. No, but I guess I understand what you mean. And yeah, exactly. Because I mean, there's so many parents that come, or so many kids that come from a generation where their parents were a certain way, and then they change their ideals and all that, and for the better. So I get that. It was just a fucking offshoot. Don't get mad at me and cancel me, please.
No one's fucking mad at you, dude. I'm just pointing out the fact that sometimes these parents, they think they know better, and they're doing harm to the children right now. Right now, there are families out there causing harm and child abuse because they think they know better, because CNN said this, or Dateline had this report or whatever like that, and now they're just talking about maybe your kid is a they them, and maybe you're the bad parent that's not acknowledging it. And that's the problem to me, where it's no, you're not being a bad parent, you're raising normal children. Just let them develop and become who they're going to become, because that's all it ever is. If your kid's going to end up homosexual or a lesbian or whatever it is, they're going to end up that way. That's just who they are. It's going to happen.
To me, it's okay, so we won't let anyone smoke until 21. We won't let anyone drink until 21. We won't let anyone vote until 18.
We'll chop off your tits and we'll take out your uterus and we'll cut off your dick.
Exactly.
At the age of 12.
I think voting should be 21. I think 21 should be 21 should be voting as well, because I mean, if we're gonna, if you're gonna make decisions about what you do with your body and drinking and smoking and all that, you shouldn't be making choices for our fucking country either. I completely agree with that. But I'm saying, if we're having these ages set of consent and adulthood and all these decisions making, then why are we letting parents make these decisions for kids to cut their fucking dicks off?
Yeah, life-altering things that and they wonder why the transgender community has the highest rate of suicide out of every other community that's out there, and or just type of person. I hate saying it's a community necessarily, because they don't all know each other. It's it's just a type of person. It's the highest rate of suicide. Why? Yeah. Because of regret.
And this is also
mental illness.
This is also something that in 2015, exactly what you just said. This is also something in 2015 that was still in the DSM-5, I believe, that was categorized as a mental illness. My kids will be crypto warriors.
They're going to be crypto bots. That's what the future is. If you go on Twitter, it's all crypto bots. Hey, thanks for the follow. By the way, do you know much about crypto? I would love to tell you more about that.
It's either crypto bots or it's promotion bots that are from India.
Yeah, that's another one.
And I'm surprised that it's not written in fucking noodles. Okay. Hey, you know what? We haven't had noodles, Gregorian chants.
Don't you fucking jinx it. Don't you jinx it.
Noodles, Gregorian chants, or sex bots in the past.
Sex bots.
Yeah. The only reason why we had sex bots is because you brought it up again in the end of that fucking live stream.
They started posting it early, and then they must have kept on watching. Hey, these guys are actually pretty. Maybe put an Indian accent on. Hey, these guys are very entertaining. I must tune in. And then they go and that kind of Indian. I know.
Talking about snipers.
Yeah. So, and then I just said, welcome to girls.com. And then all of a sudden they just all the comments started rolling in again.
Oh, so fucking bad. Oh yeah. Real quick, Wormwood's Eat has been a friend of mine for a while, and actually he is on our channel. So go check out. We did an interview with him on the Till Death before we started doing the Whiskey Capitalist stuff. So funny dude. Very, very funny dude.
Very cool.
Yes. So, yeah, but I know that was so fucking non sequitur, but
it's okay. I'm gonna let you pass on that one. Maybe you're a little drunk. I'm not sure.
I'm not. I've only had 2/3 of my kombucha.
Oh, that's not drunk at all. Yeah, like, it's like you're bone sober, buddy.
Oh, how could you say that?
Because it's true.
Yup.
I'm loving all the drops.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then let's see here.
Yeah, you got other videos?
I got some other like but I'm saving some of these other ones as like palate cleansers for like the end. Like so I got some good palate cleansers for you. Okay. So like why don't you go ahead? You got something? You got something you want to talk about?
Well,
today,
I was just going to say. So we have an idea of what the left kind of identifies libs of TikTok as, because if obviously we're talking to people that probably know about the internet. What if they're watching live streams? But Wikipedia, you're able to add anything to it. Anyone can be an editor, moderator, or whatever of it. So libs of TikTok, Wikipedia, a lot of people on the left like to go there and identify things or define things, and it's a lot of misinformation.
I love it.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying I love it. I'm
saying
I love it. Let's go.
A comment that I missed.
Can I just real quickly add on to this that so when they're talking about Lars and the Real Girl, and like in the comments they're talking about Lars and the Real Girl, and I can tell you when that movie first came out, maybe not first came out, but when it came out on Netflix, like for the first time, I got really, really drunk, and I'm sitting at home and I'm watching it. And my wife comes home from work and sees me watching it. And it was right at the part where they're doing the funeral for the fucking sex doll. And I'm bawling my eyes out because I'm hammered drunk. And I'm just like, it's so sad. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? And now it's just, but it was the ultimate payback, because the fact that I fucking bawled my eyes out. I bawled my eyes out when the real doll had to get buried.
I'm kind of retarded.
Because she died. And but I gave my wife so much shit with her, like one of our first dates when she wanted to watch The Notebook, and I laughed at her for crying at The Notebook. And it's like, wait, you made fun of me for watching The Notebook and you're fucking crying at this shit?
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I'm a fucking pussy. That's a whole drop right there. Cranberry juice. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm upset.
Okay.
A fucking joke.
It's just a joke, guys. It's a joke.
You are fake news.
How dare you?
Okay, well, so
Let's go back to your video.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Okay, so libs of TikTok, according to Wikipedia, libs of TikTok, also known by the handle @libs of TikTok, which is a conservative Twitter account that reposts content created by liberals, leftists, and LGBT people. I don't know why they didn't put Q on there. That's not very inclusive. Or IAAP or plus, or pedos.
What
people.
about the Two-Spirit? Two-Spirit is a whole fucking thing now for the Native Americans.
Good God. At some point, we need to go over the terms of gender because they're absolutely hilarious.
I did a whole video on that one before. I did all the flags.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, it's fun. We can totally do that between us too, because honestly, I don't know about you, but what was your favorite? What was your favorite flag?
I didn't go over the flags. I just went over the terms.
Oh, I went over the flags, and I'll pull up my favorite flag right now for you.
Okay. While you're looking at that, I'm gonna
you do it. Keep doing your thing.
I'm gonna keep going. Okay. So the account that reposts content created by liberals, leftists, and LGBTQ plus people, I will be inclusive, on TikTok and on other social media platforms in a derogatory manner. I have issue with that, and I will get at that in a second. The account has over 1.3 million followers as of August 2022 and has become influential among American conservatives. So wait, hold on. So you're saying that only American conservatives care about kids and affirming gender?
It seems that way. It seems that only conservatives seem to care about young kids anymore. They say
I didn't say it.
But you know what? But you know what the argument typically is on the left? They say they only care about fetuses once they're born. They don't care anymore. It's like that's complete bullshit. No, we care a lot about kids. We want to see kids develop into good human beings, which is contributing members of society. Like it's a trickle effect. It's like you start them young, and then
it's trickle down genomics. Libs of TikTok helped popularize the term groomer as a pejorative for LGBT people, supporters of LGBT youth, and those who teach about sexuality. Two things in that first paragraph. One thing, the term groomer wasn't used as a pejorative for LGBT people. It was a pejorative against people that like to use children to show them sexualized content. Now, if you are outing your own self as being LGBTQ plus IAP, two-spirit, whatever, if you are outing yourself as those people do that, then that is on you. And something related to that is what I wanted to get at a second ago, saying that they are in a derogatory manner. They're not in a derogatory manner. They are basically reposting the exact same content and saying, hey, this is what they're saying. That's not derogatory. If you want to classify it as derogatory, then that's your problem with your content.
Good point. Now, just to back you up on that whole thing. Yeah. So basically it's a mirror. So like Libs of TikTok takes a mirror and puts it up to the left. It's like, this is exactly what you're saying. And now you have to listen to yourself say it. That's the big clincher right here. And they don't like that. They don't like, oh no, it makes it sound bad. No, you made yourself sound bad, and like typically it's one of those things where they don't like hearing themselves. They don't like seeing what they've already said in these types of scenarios. It's insane to me, the thing that it's gone this far, that they can't stand the videos that they're creating. Essentially, they put it out there and they give them a platform. Like Libs of TikTok has like millions of followers, and like, here, you want to say that instead of your like 200 followers, we're going to give you a couple of million followers. Here, check it out.
It's one of those things where it's like, dude, it's mostly coming from people that are in the generations that have either grown into the internet or grown up with the internet fully. So they understand how the internet works, or at least they should, that when you put something on the internet, it will be there forever, and people will see it if they catch on to it. So if you are mad about the way it is being represented or the way that it is on the internet, tough fucking shit, okay? Because you put it up there, like sending dick pics or sending fucking nudes or doing any of this shit. It is out there in the ether. That is, you made the decision to fucking push send or push click to take the goddamn picture. So you know what I mean? Like, so you are recording that content and putting it out there. So that shouldn't be on anyone. Like, it's just like a celebrity. It's just like what we were talking about earlier with fucking the Will Smith, Chris Rock shit. It's like, dude,
for those of you who don't know, we do a Twitter space right before this. So we do like an audio only Twitter space, and you can go and be a part of that. It's 8 p.m. Eastern time for like an hour typically, and then we go right and we do the live stream right afterwards.
So all shameless plugs aside,
it had to be done.
So when we were talking about it earlier with the Will Smith and the Chris Rock stuff, like, Will Smith is a celebrity. He is out there. With his image and his public image. So someone's saying shit about him. So calling him a cuck, calling him all these fucking things. That's what people are going to do. If you didn't want that, don't fucking put your shit out there. Don't go on Red Table Talks and have your wife saying that she fucked this rapper dude that was her son's friend that lived in their house that was a drug addict, which is kind of toxic. Just saying that, you're taking advantage of someone who is addicted to something and you have them in the house and it's your son's fucking friend. Like, all of that is toxic as fuck. But you are trying to say that people aren't allowed to fucking say shit. That's what your show is about, is talking shit about problems in your life or in the ether. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
sorry,
absolutely.
Rant time.
I understand.
Wait, what now? I've seen that hard kombucha. I would think you would tear up your guts before getting ham boned. No, it is 6% alcohol, actually.
Really?
Let me see.
I didn't think they made the kombucha that was like actually like alcoholic.
Yep. Nova Easy Kombucha. It's orange brunch. It tastes like a mimosa. So you got your
Okay.
cranberry juice. I got my mimosa.
Very cool. I had no idea. No, that's great.
Yeah, and agreed. Will Smith was top tier until that. Like, I loved all of his fucking movies, and he did that. I was like, that's fucking bitch made, dude.
Yeah, and like, but he's just kind of like he's taken this role of just kind of being like second fiddle, I guess, to Jada Smith at this point. Like, just kind of like taking. Now he did kind of like step up to her, like the one live stream that was like kind of went viral there for a minute, where like she was trying to put him on her live stream, and like, but it was like just at a whim, and she goes. Or he says, no, you can't do that. Like, I make money off my image
me for no reason.
You can't just film me. I make money off my image. Like, you can't do that. But so he like kind of snapped at her and put her in her place, like at that one time. But besides that, he hasn't really done anything like that. He's just been kind of like just, I don't know, putting the pussy on the pedestal, just worshiping that shit for no fucking reason when he's not even fucking it.
And it's like, dude, like, it's Jada. Like,
I know, of all things, like, really, dude, like, you can get so much better. You could probably get a woman that worshipped you.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks because Will Smith seemed like he was such, like, he had his head on straight. He was
yes.
He never was like that dude that was like super woke. Like, he'd say some things here and there, but he was just like, hey, dude, I'm an actor. I do my shit. I make good movies. Like, you know what I mean? I Am Legend, amazing. Men in Black, amazing. Independence Day, fucking amazing. You know what I mean? So many good movies that
For
he
sure.
did. Hancock, But like, there were so many good movies that he made, and then he does all this shit, and it's like, it's just like you see the facade shatter in front of you, and it's like, fuck, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. And like, and I thought the same thing for a long time too, because like, he kind of came from like where he literally didn't, have anything. He was like, from West Philadelphia, born and raised, like the whole thing. Like, he was that kid, doing like the hip hop thing. And then, he got his like big break doing like a sitcom, like doing all that. So like, that was fucking cool that he did all that type of shit. And then he made a name for himself out of nothing. That's fucking cool, and like, I don't know.
Sorry. Something just fucking flew in my room and like hit a light and fell down. Sorry, I'm like tripping out over here.
Is it all that hard kombucha?
Yeah, it has shrooms in it. No, it was like a moth or some shit. Welcome to Earth, bitch.
Well, I'm just saying, like, so then the only time I ever saw any kind of woke nonsense out of that family, the first sense of like woke nonsense, I think, came from like Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith was probably the first one to say, "Oh, education's overrated," and blah 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 blah. He was going off about this and that, and like, that was kind of like, I forget when that was. That must have been like 2012, 2014, like really early on, like in the Twitter world.
But I mean, if you look at it, I mean, that's kind of a based opinion when it comes to like the liberal indoctrination that's coming that's happening with colleges and stuff. Like,
now it's based, like, it wasn't necessarily based before, but like now it's like, it's opinion we probably all agree with. Like, yeah, you're right, it is kind of overrated.
But when it happened, yeah, I mean, I can understand how during the time that, like, that would seem a little bit, like wokish, but and that's what sucks too, because like, if you think of the term like woke, like, it's being awake to shitty things that happen in life, and then they just take this term and they fucking co-opt it to this bullshit.
yeah, no, the thing is, like, I think the term the right tried to coin for a minute there was awake. They tried to say I'm awake, like, versus like I'm woke, like I am awake. They were trying to coin that as like a counter or anti-woke type campaign, and I don't know. I don't think it really took on or it really caught on by any means, but it was just like a thing they were trying to do, because like, yeah, you can absolutely like be aware of the positives and the negatives that go along with most conversations, but like, to ignore the negative is just like ignorant. It's just an ignorant kind of move. Like, no matter what side you're on when it comes to like political points and stuff like that in politics, it's just like either side, like, it's ignorant to ignore the negative. Period.
No, yeah, exactly. It's just it I'm like pretty. Me personally, I'm pretty much like a realist. You know what I mean? Like I understand that you got to think as positively as you can, but you also have to realize the negative, and you also have to see the reality that we live in. Like I would love, like I've said so many times, that like I understand where a lot of liberal points come from, and I can have empathy for that process of thinking. But then you realize in the real world those wouldn't be implemented correctly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sure. I get you. You going to do some palate cleansers so we can probably wrap this one up?
Yeah, if you got some, then awesome.
I do. But like before we do that, I want to share with you my favorite flag and see if you recognize which one it is. Do you know which one this one is?
Is that like commie Nazi trans?
No. I mean, it seems pretty fucking powerful though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You ready for this?
Okay.
It's the drag queen flag. That's the one that I came across where I was like, holy shit, that's the one for the drag queens.
Come on, man.
Yeah. How about that shit?
Jesus.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
That's a fucking cool ass flag.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Very true. Very true. It's
Yup.
It's so quick. Yup.
Sick.
The drag queen flag, buddy.
It sucks too, because it's like that saying, this is why we can't have nice things. It's like, dude, there's so many things where it's like yeah, movies. I'd see you on that one for sure. It just sucks because it's like I said, when I was living in Austin, I worked at Barbarella was at a gay night, and there would be drag queens that would come there, and they were fun as hell, dude. Like I had no problem with them, and the gay guys were great, like no big deal. But like when you take it comes to a point when it's like you're trying to influence children, and you're trying to do all these things and make.
Well, that's the thing. You got to separate the fact that it's like the gay community from the people who are trying to groom children. Like, and that's the reason why there is a term called groomer, because you don't have to be gay to be a groomer. You can absolutely be a heterosexual person and be a groomer, and you can also like be drag or whatever the fuck it is and be a groomer.
He said, you chose to work that night. You got better tips. Hey, yeah. All I got to say is yes. No, it was funny working those nights as because I was door staff at first, and then I became a bar back. And once I became a bar back, you have time, like downtime, and you're like making drinks and every once in a while, whatever. And so I came up with this shot where it's on the rim on the rim it has sugar and salt, so it has that like sweet and sugary, so like half and half, and then you mix orange juice, peach schnapps.
I don't care.
You're a dick. Orange juice. If you actually like have patience and wait for the story, you'll understand why it's funny. I know it. It's hard. So it's orange juice, peach schnapps, pinwhip vodka, and a little bit of Fireball, and it tastes like those Peachios, like the candy, and it's actually pretty tasty. But then
I like those.
Yeah, and then yeah, exactly. See, if you would have just waited, you fucker.
It's a fucking joke.
And no, but so if you on Tuesdays, on the gay night, I would call it a
Tuesdays.
Yes, it was Tuesdays, and the DJ was the Glitterous. It was great. It was fucking hilarious.
That's
exactly.
Awesome.
And so on gay night, the name of that shot that I called, that every single gay dude ordered order was saying, I called it a peach cock ring.
I'm kind of retarded.
completely. But the fucking hilarity of having a bunch of gay dudes come up like, can I get 5 cock rings?
Oh, rim shot.
Hilarious, dude. And
That is good.
Fucking night.
And like, I don't know, I would have just wanted to like copyright that fucking thing and be like, hey, you know, I get like 5% of each one of the sales.
Okay, and one of the funnier things is when I had, I think, a birthday party here at my house, and like I had parents over, and like, you know, like all that and whatever. We have like a little board that has like, we were writing down like, you know, the drinks that we were going to serve or whatever. And so I just said Peachios, but every single person that wasn't one of a family member knew exactly what drink that was, and you could just see that look on there, like, you know what I mean? They're like, I know what you're fucking trying to do.
That's awesome.
Exactly. I thought it was pretty good.
I'm upset.
Did I hurt your feelings before, but I cut you off with a
Yup.
yep. Well, that's why we do this. All right, let's do some palate cleansers.
Yes, please.
All right. please. All right. So hold on. Here we go. All right, we gotta go back to the beginning. Ready?
Turn it up.
Oh,
yeah. What are you doing?
I forgot. No audio. I have to turn up my volume.
Until Professor Utah.
Now I gotta do it all over again.
Cast the family rule.
Here we go. Now you're ready.
Lotion, Kleenex, in
Oh my God. The whole thing's so screwed.
Night at home until Professor Utonium accidentally introduced Cast to Family Room TV. Lotion, Kleenex, incognito mode. These are the ingredients to create the perfect night at home until Professor Utonium accidentally introduced Cast to Family Room TV. Look,
that dude, that is not right at all.
It's not right, but it's kind of fucking funny.
Okay, well, we know that if we're gonna get anything for Wormwood Seat, it's because I found out it is seat, it's not eat. My birthday is this weekend, and I would love some cock rings. That is a little bit of TMI. Oh, and there is one thing that I totally forgot about that he brought up. It was a thing called Sketchy Dudes, which it was our drink as a band, as Set Aflame. We had our own drink that we would drink all the time, and there were at least 2 bars in Austin that had Sketchy Dudes on the little thing on there. So we like, it was kind of cool, like be able to go in there and be like, hey, let me get a Sketchy Dude. And so it was whiskey and cream soda.
Oh, really?
Dude.
That sounds delicious.
The best part about it was saying, was giving someone like, oh, hey, taste this real quick. And like, oh, what's it called? Oh, it's a Sketchy Dude. Oh, cool. Awesome. And they take it and they're like, hey, what's it taste like to have a Sketchy Dude in your mouth?
Pretty good.
The stories about us being assholes. Yep, that's one of them.
I'm kind of retarded.
We got this one as well. Biden's not allowed to ride on concrete anymore.
Well, I mean, because there's more padding. I guess
that's the whole point. It's like now we only let him fall on soft things.
Yeah, but then he won't be able to get up. How hard is it to walk in sand?
Well, yeah, that's true. But he's like, look how close to the water he is. That's all packed in sand. That's high tide sand.
Well, yeah, that dude can't put on a fucking jacket without his wife. Like, you think he's gonna be able to get up out of sand?
And look, he's only ridden like right from that bench that's like 20 feet behind him. He's like, look,
yeah, exactly.
I'm just riding my bike a whole 50 feet.
They gave him a push.
Yeah, slight little push, everybody. And he's on like gear 1, or like 1-1 on both like the things. So he's like going like this, but he's only like moving like a few feet at a time. Jesus Christ,
It's fucking sad. That's so sad.
Actually, well, we're gonna stick with palate cleansers just because like, I could go into other like more decrepit things.
Yes.
First pronouns are based off the word person, and they're basically pronounced in the same way. Let's practice with an example. If I were talking about someone who uses first pronouns, I might say, as soon as her introduced herself, I knew we'd be friends. Her energy is radiant, and I cannot wait to see her again. Let's talk about the.
So it's like this is just weird mental illness when it comes to just not understanding how to speak proper English, and like not recognizing that pronouns have a purpose, like recognizing like, you know, people and things like that. But now they just like, we're neo pronouns. We just made up a whole new thing. When we make up a brand new thing, now it's like we can just kind of like say whatever the fuck we want.
How dare you?
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, movies. I get you right there. I couldn't hear it too well either, so I was trying to pick out some things, but I didn't want to be.
Oh, you couldn't hear that one?
Not really.
Oh, really? Oh, well, that's weird because like I keep on blasting the shit on my end, but I feel like maybe it's coming through my mic or something like that.
Yeah. I think what you have is like the sound, the output is coming out of your speaker, so your mic is picking it up.
Yeah, well, that's not right. We need to fix that.
Sounds like a you problem, bro.
That totally is a me problem because honestly, it shouldn't even have to do that. It should just be playing right from like my my desktop audio. But I guess I gotta fix whatever the fuck's going on with that.
Come on, man.
Oh, I know it's my problem. It's a me problem.
Hey, I'm gonna use it on you.
I don't care.
Well, you're gonna care because I'm gonna make it your problem. Like I don't know how to fix it because I'm technologically like challenged.
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah, when it comes to technology, I am.
Come on, man.
Okay. Wait. See what happens when sketchy dudes procreate? I haven't yet though.
Got to get on that.
Yep.
Right on it.
Yup.
Identify as a lesbian trapped in a man's body.
I totally understand that. Makes a lot of sense to me.
You know, I don't even know where to go with that. There's so many places.
Like where do you want to go with it?
I don't know. I've had too much kombucha.
Oh, you're all fucked up. What a lightweight sketchy.
Well, I stopped drinking for a while, and I've just only been getting into it, you know, since this.
Is that my fault? Did I make you a functioning alcoholic yet?
Yeah, you did.
Well, you're welcome.
No, yeah, you know, I mean, Wormwood Seat would completely be able to tell you plenty of stories about our debauchery and how I was not a lightweight.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like, you know, now you kind of have to learn to catch up because, you know, I'm drinking on a regular basis and whatnot. I'm trying to make us some decent content here, guy. So like, just kind of like keep up if you can, please.
I'll try.
All right,
I will try.
My man.
Hey, you know what?
Try to relax your anus.
Working on that.
We need a drop of the butthole thing because that.
You have flames coming out of your butthole.
Flames coming out of your butthole.
Trying to get that to fit into any kind of conversation is tough, but like, you know, you'll make it work.
Wait, you're saying that getting
it doesn't happen often in a conversation where you have to say flames are going to come out of my butthole or out of your butthole.
I know we've only been, you know, talking for a good couple of months, so you don't know me too well. Believe me.
Well, if it came up more often, I would probably be like, yeah, you know what? We definitely need that one. I mean, absolutely. We can add it onto the list. And if it doesn't get played for a while, it's fine. It doesn't get played for a little while, but we will find a use for it. I figured that I would add like the whole Greg's I got nipples thing just for when we start talking about all the trans stuff.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
No, I will. I will get it in that butthole. I mean, I will get that butthole in.
I will get it in that butthole. If it's the last thing that I do.
Evidently, we are in trouble. Shawn Cavanaugh is about to get raided by the FBI.
I know they're about to show up any minute now.
Yeah, exactly. You can get swatted.
Yeah, I'm gonna get swatted against Shawn Cavanaugh.
You know, depending on how popular we get, we need to make sure that we talk to our local PD about letting them know because Tim Pool got swatted a bunch of times and the quartering got swatted and all that and what they've been doing, and even Repost Law got swatted. And what they do is they talk to their local PD and basically like, hey, I'm a YouTuber, I have opinions that not a lot of people like, and this has been happening to other people, so
let's hope it doesn't really get to that point but like I don't know if it did, it did. Hopefully I can go. By that point, I would have enough money to go and buy a ranch in the middle of nowhere. That would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, Shawn-a-Lago.
I could make a real Shawn-a-Lago next to a lake, have like 100 acres where like the police got to travel like 15 minutes down like a long driveway to get to my house.
Yep, with the tidy whities and everything.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, hey, and a second ago we had double digits. I
saw we had 11 there for a minute.
That is awesome. We are jumping up. We are making moves, bruh.
Weird, right? It's probably just people who tuned into who wanted to talk shit or be like, "Oh, fuck these guys! These guys are assholes.
Oh my god,
yeah,
trigger,
gross." Yeah, I can't believe these guys are fucking talking about these fucking terrible topics. Oh,
how are these white men?
They're assholes. They're just so anti-woke.
Yep, Joe Rogan, we're coming for your spot, buddy.
Yeah, he's next.
Yeah.
we were considering about inviting him to be a part of the Whiskey Capitalist like podcast, like be a guest, but I don't know. I think we're gonna wait on that invite just to kind of see, you know, like
we wanted to see if Stelter wanted it first.
Yeah, figure Stelter might say yes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, can I get a purse? Is that a
I would send him one. I would send him a Whiskey Capitalist podcast fanny pack if he would do it. Just for the hell of it. That'd be fun.
Yep. But we need to get the extra large because it wouldn't fit on that fanny.
Well, you just get him the extender strap.
Yeah, exactly. But I think unless you have another palate cleanser, I think our palate is cleansed.
Oh, I do have one more.
Okay.
I have one more. Are you ready?
Yes.
Oh boy, this is a fun one.
Yeah,
it's a fun one for in your butthole. All right, hold on a second. Here we go. We're gonna go over here, and then look at this light.
What the fucking glory hole is this?
It's a light, but it gets better than that. And the reason it gets better than that, it doesn't even require fucking audio. When you start going down to these comments, you start watching this video.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, where's the fucking strobe light? It's a shake weight.
I want to say nobody in this chat's going to heaven. Wait, there's more though. Like I found. Oh, this is great.
Okay, imagine that with Michael Scott and what he was doing the flashing. Yeah, exactly.
This thing cracked me up so much with the light.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh yeah, the Milano Boner and Peach wall lamp
with a peach cock ring.
There's another one. There's another one down here. Oh yeah, Pornhub community. This one, the London Boner in Black.
Oh my god, it's fucking. That's what Rob Halford's. Hold on, we got comments. I'm sure. Let's see. Stelter would get behind you all the way. Someone said I'm terrified of all the broken glass and vaginas at the emergency room. What?
This is giant cock. Yeah, get it.
Hey, we're back up to 10. Yay!
It only took a dick lamp. Yeah. I just keep scrolling this one. We're gonna get more viewers. Look, it's a cat in a sock.
That's a pussy sock.
Pussy sock.
What, you ignorant slut?
Oh, it's fun.
It's the cock light.
Fun. All right, but that's gonna be it for our palate cleansers then, so we can wrap this one up then.
Awesome. So thank you very much for hanging out with us. We have to wait for it. Those bulbs can't take a pounding. All right. So thank you guys very much for tuning into the show. And we do this every Monday. Every Monday we do a Twitter space at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. And then usually about 6:15 or 9:15, depending on what coast you're on, we start the live stream and do about an hour and a half. And then 2 days later, we do the live stream for a little bit longer, about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So 2 live streams a week, 1 Twitter space a week. And yeah, we just, talk about, it's mostly dick jokes, but
and
talk about politics, pop culture, all the shit that you've seen on here, and whatever it is, totally join. If there's something that you would like to say or have an experience that we're talking about or anything like that, send us a message, send us a DM. You're more than welcome to be on the Twitter space. And again, on the live stream, if you want to tell your story or talk to us, or you disagree with us, anything like that, totally hit us up. We'll let you in on the show, as long as it's not Gregorian chants or you're speaking in noodles.
You can absolutely I'm waiting for somebody to come on and just disagree with us, but yeah, exactly. That's totally fine too. Like I'll hear out an argument, as long as you're willing to hear points against your side as well. That's the whole point. Like true open discussion is always welcome, but when it's just one-sided and you don't want to hear the opposing argument, then that's not really gonna benefit anybody.
We're not planning on lecturing anyone, and we don't plan to be lectured. If you want to have a discussion, that's completely fine. I'm fine with that, because we'll learn something from you, you can learn something from us, and we can just all have a discussion and talk shit. As long as you can have a sense of humor and talk about something, I don't fucking care who you are or what you got between your legs. But go ahead and check out solo.to/thewhiskeycapitalist for all of our links, including our merch. That if you were here before, we have that going on. We have another couple of designs going up here soon, and I'm sure we'll have something. I'm planning on coming up with a cranberry juice design now, of some sort.
I want to pull up the merch real fast while you're doing this.
Awesome. So we got. It's great that we can. Wait. So Movies America disagrees. Debbie Gibson sucks. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I agree with you on that one. But yeah, so let's, now that you have the merch up, that's bit.ly/thewhiskeycapitalist merch. If you go there, that's going to have all of our merch there, and all of our featured items. We got plenty. We got fanny packs, we got yoga pants, yoga mats, we got iPhone cases, we got t-shirts and hoodies and notebooks and cock rings. I mean, grip rings, and mugs and tote bags for your groceries. We got everything you can think of.
Phone cases. We got tumblers. We got mugs. We got yoga mats. We got all kinds of different things in here.
We got wet pussy. We got dry pussy. We got
if we don't got it, you don't want it.
Okay, so yeah, make sure you go there and check that out. We just launched it, so we'll have a bunch of items, a bunch more items here coming up soon. Also, Movies America is one of our good buddies. Go check out moviesmerica.com, at Movies America on Twitter. And he's a good dude, got some awesome reviews of movies, little podcast. And where are we at? Okay, so if you want snapping pussy. Also, if you want any digital design or digital artwork, anything at an affordable price, go to solo.to/tildeathstudios, and this sketchy Jesus right here will do it for you. Go to solo.to/tildeath podcast, the channel that you're on right now, and make sure you like, subscribe, and do all that stuff on the YouTube channel or the Facebook or wherever you're at. Helps out with the algorithm. But if you go to solo.to/tildeath podcast, it has all of our links, all of our merch, all of everything like that. And there's some updates and there's some news probably going to come out of that here in a little while. So yeah, let's go over here to what Shawn's got going on.
I have my page, the patreon.com/Sippin with Shawn, right below me right here. That's where I do all of my Sippin with Shawn content as well. It's a lot of politics and pop culture as well, where it's just my opinions and this and that, but I can kind of show some videos that we can't get away with on YouTube as well, and I host it all on a separate video server and stuff like that way. So all the content lately has been free. I do some Patreon exclusive content as well for as low as $1 a month. So you can always go and join and support that as well. And then you'll get all that content on top of everything else. It's all good stuff. Come on, guys.
It is
Come
fun.
on, man.
Come on, man. And we have Movies America. Fuck
yeah.
Yeah, I can't. That movie is fucking amazing. That's one of the top 10 movies in my eyes for comedy. But anyways, guys, do really appreciate you guys all sticking around. Make sure you go pick up some merch. Go pick up one of them. And to quote, repeat the lines, or our Whiskey Capitalist little paint splash.
We appreciate and love you all.
We do. Well, love is
a strong word, but I mean
like
it.
you.
I like you a lot.
Yeah,
I like you more than a friend.
We're in like with you.
In like, I like that one. We're in like with you.
I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
I'll try.
Yup.
Okay, guys, before we play every drop that we have, because we are children, thank you for sticking around, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. Later.